Logan, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hope you made the most of the international break.
Yeah, I just took some time off, did some bits with the family. Just had a bit of a reset.
Didn't get in the sun.
No, I wanted to, but it was a bit short notice for me. I didn't know if I'd be playing reserves or not, so didn't end up going away. No.
Did you feel you needed the break as a group of players?
Yeah, I think because we obviously the last break most teams had, we didn't have it. I think it's good having that mental reset and physical as well. Yeah, I think everyone needed it, and it was. I think it's worked coming back into that game.
Yeah. During that time, did you watch the international games?
Yeah. Well, I watched them. Yeah, had a look for obviously then the academy one. There was a few of my mates was playing in it, which was good to see. Like the likes of Jack Charles in it, Will Hutch and Ryan, which I've been training with all my life since. Well, not all my life obviously, but since I've been around here. But yeah, it was good. It's good to see him.
Yeah. What did that do for you, seeing that in terms of that inspiration, that motivation?
Yeah, well, it's just someone that we've trained with is playing for the country, and I can't ask for that better. Like, I'm buzzing for all the lads, and what an experience for them it is, and it just shows like we can do it, and it's there to be taken.
How much of a drive does that give you to be among that?
Yeah, massively. But hopefully one day I can see myself in that shirt. But just wait for my time to come.
As far as the senior side of it, there's been a lot of discussion and a lot of criticism of it as well. What did you make of it? Did it feel a little bit flat and disappointing for a senior international?
I think it is, but I think international games you can't really say that until you've played in one yourself. And obviously, I haven't played in one myself. I haven't experienced what it's like. Obviously, it'll be a different feeling to playing a normal game. But yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it?
You're too young to remember meaningful international games. That's the thing. You see, we've seen some of the England and Great Britain Australia clashes.
No, yeah, I'm quite young yet, still 18, so yeah, just taking it in stride.
But again, as you said, for some players, that's an opportunity to still represent their country, isn't it? Can you kind of look past, as a player, do you try and look past that side of things to say, look, it's about the opportunity that's presented? I'm talking about you've seen it at club level as well, haven't you?
Yeah, well, it's a massive opportunity. I think sometimes it's for the players. It's just a big thing in itself. Putting yourself out there and getting that experience. I think it's everyone that comes into this industry wants to be, represent the country at one point, and just buzzing for the players that have that opportunity.
Speaking of motivation, how motivating to be getting a bit of a run at fullback right now?
Yeah, I'm loving it at the minute. Obviously, there's Wacker that I'm learning as much as I possibly can off constantly, and there's obviously Davey as well. I think the two people like class. I love the way they play, so I'm just trying to sponge as much information as I can off them, and then when I do get my chances, hopefully just putting my foot out there and do my best.
Just with Jack in particular, what's that relationship like with him? What are you learning off him? Are you tapping into sort of his knowledge?
Yeah, 100%. He's so knowledgeable. He knows loads about the game, and he's been around it for a while now. So yeah, just getting as much as I can off him. The way he plays is class, and I like. He's obviously a great person. So yeah, I'm just getting as much out as I can.
How much do you enjoy that friendly rivalry in a squad for a particular position?
Yeah, it's good. I don't really see it much as a rivalry with Jack. I'm just getting as much information as I can, and obviously when my chances come, he obviously understands it himself, and yeah, it's just enjoying it while it's there.
How have you seen him handling it as well? Because it'd be disappointing for him right now.
Yeah, 100% disappointing, but I think it's one of them things in rugby. He's bounced back from it. He's gone to play reserves and ripped it up, so can't ask for that more from him.
And then the coach has just said to us, Davies put his hand up and once again said fullback's the position he wants, so that's just another competitor, we'll say, for the position.
Yeah, but Davies is a good centre, a good fullback. Wherever he wants to play, I'm sure he'll get there. The likes of both of them, they both go in the right direction. I'm just trying to follow their footsteps.
And all the results haven't been great, but when you look back at that first start at fullback, the heavy defeat to St Helens back in April, how much have you come on even since then?
Yeah, well, that game against Saints was a massive eye-opener. Showed me like the levels I've got to improve, and the way the team's got to get better, not just me. But I think, yeah, it's slowly and gradually been getting better the more I've played, myself and the team. I think there's so much more for me to learn and the team to learn, but I think it's slowly getting better, so that's all we can ask at the minute.
During that time, a new contract, obviously. When I last spoke to you, it was at Cass, wasn't it, after you played and the contract news had come out that day. What's that done for you?
Yeah, it's buzzing. It's kind of stopped me worrying about my future as much. I can concentrate on the game and the moment at the minute while I am getting the chance to play. Don't have to worry about my future and all that. It's kind of settled for me for a bit now. But obviously, I'm still driving to get myself better, and I can just get knuckled down a bit now, yeah.
Someone who spoke highly of you, of course, when you signed that contract was Pete Riding. He's now left the club. How did you greet his departure?
Yeah, obviously Pete's been a big part of my career up to now, but yeah, great bloke. I can't thank him enough for what he's done for me and getting me through the system. So yeah, I obviously dropped him a message when I found out because he wanted to see us. So yeah, all the best to him.
How influential was he for you?
Yeah, massively. On the reserves games, he'd come in come chat to us. He's just a real genuine guy. So like what he says is the truth. And he won't leave you. What's the word? Less. I'll leave that.
But a good relationship with him.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Richard Tate's replaced him.
Yeah, well, Tate, he's another one I've come through with. Literally the full time I've been here, Tate's been here, so from the start. I don't have a bad word to say about Tate as well. He's the same, he's truthful, but he's always there if you need him as well, on that side.
And on top of that, someone you talk about experience in the game in Francis Cummins, what's it like being around someone like that?
Yeah, he's so knowledgeable, constantly telling me little bits and pieces about my game that I didn't even know about myself, the ways to sharpen my game and make it a little bit better. But I can't ask for more of him. He's constantly on at me in a good way, just giving me criticism. New
coach on the way, but Simon Grix obviously for the time being. What's he been like to play for?
Grixie, yeah, great bloke. Get along with him really well. I think obviously when Tony left, it was kind of thinking I have to restart that period because obviously he had debuted under Tony, trying to impress Grixie, which he had been around for a bit, but for him to put his trust in me as well and give me the opportunities I was buzzing with, so I couldn't thank him enough.
Yeah. We'll talk about Salford in a second, but just looking back before the international break, what do you take from a loss in that last outing against Warrington? It was an interesting game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a bit disheartening for the players and especially me. I think it was one that we felt we could have won. So it was a bit of a nightmare really. But I think the energy showed and the effort showed, which was the main thing. And I think now we're starting to build on our performances and they're getting a lot better, which is the main.
Is it a case of being able to take something positive from a defeat?
Yeah, we try and there's only so many times you can do that when you start thinking we need to start winning. Like we can't just take something positive from losing. So I think the first few times we took the positives out of the defeats, but I think that one affected us differently because I think we could have won it, and now it's looking to win instead of just looking to give these teams a game. Because
it affected you differently, then what do you take from
it? I think it's just that winning mentality. We showed how much we all wanted it, and we need to put it into a game and actually get a win out of it. I think that's just the main thing, just looking for a win now.
How switched on will you have to be against Salford?
Yeah, we're one of the best teams at the comp at the minute. They're doing real well, so yeah, switched on. They've got a good kicking game, especially if I'm at full back. Then I've got loads of things to think about. But yeah, we need to be switched on, especially against this team.
Yeah, that kicking game coming from Mark Sneed, of course, no stranger to black and white fans and yourself. You'll have seen what he can do from afar, won't you?
Yeah. Well, he's got a kicking on a string, and he so just need to make sure I'm sweeping all that up at the back.
How hard is it? We were talking to Simon about this. How hard is it when you've got someone that influential in the game? But we always talk about it's not just one player, but someone who can influence it so much. How hard is it to keep that focus on someone like that, whilst not switching off to what others can do to you? Yeah, well, it's just you need to just know about the players that you're playing against. And I think Sneed's one of them big people. You need to know what he can do, and he could change a game with a click of a finger. So it's keeping your eyes on him definitely, but they've got threats in the backs and everything. So we just need to just keep ourselves in the game, the full thing, and then obviously expect what Sneed can do. Where do you think you can do that? Where do you feel are the areas you can have the most success?
I think our attacking is going to be the point. I think our defence is obviously what we need to build on, and we need to be one of them teams that don't take points in every week. We've took far too many in this point, but I think the main thing is I think our attack's gonna show. I think it's gonna come through this week.
Dealing with a lot of injuries again though as well. How much is being asked of players, yourself included, to step up right?
Yeah, it's injuries has killed us throughout this season a little bit. We've had a few that's been a nightmare for the team, but I think everyone that's stepped in has done a job, and I think that's the main thing. As long as everyone's trusting each other around you, if there's a drop in a team, I think it doesn't matter who replaces it, they're not going to give 100%.
Just away from Rugby League, the final one from me. Have you been following the Euros?
Yeah, I've been watching it a bit. I'm not loaded into football, but I've been on the Euros. Yeah, I've been watching England.
What have you made of them?
It's the same, innit? I can't comment on them athletes. They're doing their job at the end of the day, but it was lucky the last game obviously, but we'll hope Saturday changes a little bit.
I was going to say, do you fancy him against Switzerland, or does it come to an end then?
Hey, I'll back England all the way, so we'll see how far we can go.
All the way?
Yeah, it's our country, innit? So we'll see how far we can go.
Top man.
Thank you.
Hi Logan.
Right.
7 games now under your belt. I mean, Do you think that was coming this time last year to play two-play? Obviously, your goal would have been to make your debut, but to play 7, likely 8th this weekend, it's been somewhere else, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, last year, if you told me I was going to debut this year, I'd have been buzzing myself. I was just hoping to get around the boys and train first and get myself that in the environment. But yeah, to play especially my debut was just what a special moment it was. And then saying like I'm playing 7, it's mental. I don't know. No, I would have had no chance that I was going to do that.
Have you noticed the growth in the Super League competition, but in yourself as well, obviously from playing your first, you came off the bench against Huddersfield, I think it was, right? Obviously to your last game when you sort of playing like a really influential role at fullback now.
Yeah, it's just mad to say that I'm playing against these players that I've watched since a kid, like to Danny Houghton, Tom Briscoe, like I've watched them all my life, and Carlos Sumavave the same, and just playing with them and trying to think that I'm affecting this team in a positive way is just an amazing feeling, yeah.
You mentioned attack earlier, obviously you play a big role in that. You've got a couple of assists to your name now with training as well, so is there a link developing with yourself, obviously Truly, Ben Reynolds as well?
Yeah, slowly in training, you can see it gradually getting better and stronger. It's just, I think for me, it's getting that confidence in myself and just picking them last minute passes, which is a bit quicker now. I've moved up to 13 than it was reserves.
Is that the main difference then? Because in reserves, I mean, I've watched you at academy as well, nail that pass time and time again. Is it literally just the speed, the time you get on the ball in Super League?
Yeah, I think it's just a bit of a pressure thing, bit of confidence, and then it's just faster. It's a lot faster.
So it was like a split second to think about whether to call the ball, pass, kick.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's literally a split second. You've just got to make that on the spot.
What have you made of Super League as a competition itself? Has it surprised you in terms of its physicality as well?
Yeah, it's a lot more physical. I wouldn't say it's massively more physical than reserves because you've obviously still got quite a few Super League players playing reserves, but yeah, you can tell it's physical. I'll come after a game and I'm thinking I've had it done out in that one. Like I'll be disappointed in my performance and I'll be aching like mad. So yeah, it's definitely more physical.
Yeah, obviously you stepped back into reserves, didn't you? Like in between in the first team. So what did you notice like the difference coming back now and then coming back into it again?
Yeah, you could tell the difference straight away. Like I felt like I had a lot more time on the ball. It's more like because I came after that Saints game and I'd catch the ball and I'd not have no time at all, and then it'd go to we played London when I came back down to reserves, and I'd have so much time to run and express myself, and I think eventually I'll start to learn how to do that in the first grade.
Also, with you carrying the ball, I noticed the stats wise, a lot more carries, a lot more metres made as well. And I mean, I only played the game at amateur, but someone like you was so elusive on the feet, it's an absolute nightmare for a tiring middle. So is that something you're going to pride yourself with your game going forward now, obviously with footwork and things like that? Yeah,
that's what I'm going to try and do, just try and keep myself confident on the front foot, just go in, fast game, that's what I need, that's when I play my best rugby, so yeah, so I'm going to try and keep it like.
What's Crixie been like with you so far? Is it just play your own game type thing?
Yeah, he's just putting his trust in me at the minute. I can't ask for no more. I'm just enjoying it under him. He's letting me do what I want to do, and he's even encouraging me more. Like he's telling me like coming back in the grain is when I'm going to start finding opportunities. Like tell the boys that that's what you want. So the game's not just sometimes going one ups. You know, he's like you need to express yourself. So yeah, can't ask for no more.
Obviously coming up against Sneed, I mean, when I spoke to you at Wire a few weeks ago, I mean, he was in the stand at the Challenge Cup final, Wembley, watching Matt Sneed, obviously do his miraculous things I did that day, so coming up against him now, as a fan who's watched him do those things, what's that like?
It's mental to say I'm going to be sharing the field with some, like, especially some of the teammates that I'm playing with, but Sneed, yeah, one of them. It's mental to say I'm sharing a field with him, but yeah, it's just going to be overwhelming, but on the game, I'm just going to get my head down and just get through the game, yeah.
Obviously, Hull have been improving in recent weeks as well, so I'm guessing squad collectively you're all real confident you can go there, do a job.
Yeah, 100%. We're going there to win. We aren't going there to just put up a performance against this team. We're going there to win.